successful? Great, that'll be good. Yeah. Ooh.
I hit the gloves.
That's just dropped short. Well, he's done well with that. I think it hit bad, but didn't carry.
That's what all about, just trying to get that surprise bounce. He's known for that, but sometimes he has that he puts that extra effort and gets that ball to bounce.
Certainly extracting everything out of this wicket, which is important for an opening bowler to really use a new ball, use the conditions as much as possible. Good again. Other than the no ball and free hit, he's really been consistent in that area.
Yeah, more than that, he's just trying to keep the same line and then going. Just letting the batsman do his thing.
Fantastic. Once again.
And these guys are. There's no two ways about it. Because right now there's some nibble in the wicket, so these guys have to be patient. The bowlers are experienced enough to let the ball do the talking, but they can. And
yeah, certainly on these type of wickets, you want to be cautious and just till you unhand. What it's doing and how you can play it. You can be cautious initially and then work your way through. Just like that. Good batting. Good bowling as well.
And as a young batter, that's what Dave Canale is also showing, that he's ready to kind of grind it, show some patience.
To start the fifth over.
Yeah, I'm impressed with the way Hassan Rashid is bowling his line and left. Just all he's doing is putting it out there, and
he just seems to have a repeatable action. He's just got nice, he doesn't come in too hard. He's good at the crease, finishes, and has a nice smooth action, which is getting him to be consistent. He's got nice wrist position, it seems. Good pace there too. Good pace, that one. Bit of sun peeking through, which would be a good sign for Nepal to try to flatten out the wicket a little bit, just make it a little. So whatever's in there is just kind of evening out.
And that's what we saw on yesterday's wicket as well. The guys took it easy initially, and then the wicket started to get better and better and better. And that's why the scoring was pretty high.
Yeah, it's amazing what you can get in the last 15 overs if you have, even if you have 4 or 5 wickets in hand. Both sides yesterday's game, and this capitalized heavily on the last 15 overs.
That's the fact of the T20 cricket, right? There's no
good take by the keeper too.
Excellent line, excellent. It's just letting the ball do the talking, then doing the rest. So, but it's also a good test for Dave and Sunil Thamalas.
Speeding him through. It's pulled well here, Rashid. Probably does.
एसएको एउटा क्लबसँग चलिरहेको छ कन्ट्री होइन क्लब हो है त
Mohamed Ilyas to return from the forest stand again.
Yep, Mohamed Ilyas. He's had a good spell over here. He's bowled 3 overs, given away 11 runs, and he's been well.
He's been good. Well. Other than the no ball free hit, he's actually he's been pretty miserly.
All right, so in comes Mohamed Ilyas. It's well bowled. That ball came in, and it's a dot ball back to the bowler. Nicely done there by Sunil Dhamal.
Yeah, Dhamal's just kind of hasn't had too much action there. He hasn't got too much of the strike.
Yeah, Kushal Bhurtel is the man who got out on 1 of 8 balls. Rashid was the bowler who picked him up.
Yeah.
1 wicket down here for Nepal. As we see Mohamed Ilyas. He's coming in to bowl his second ball from the forest end. Sunil on strike. That was outside the off stump. Sunil tried to flash it, and lucky for him not to get the outside edge over there. Well bowled by Mohamed.
Yeah, he's just been in that length. That was probably a little bit fuller than he has in the past, but that's kind of what you want a little bit too. You want to entice the batter to have a go. You know, it's kind of a bit of risk and reward there.
I agree with you. I mean, the corridor of uncertainty, you know, giving it on the fourth stump, making the batsman do something with that, and, you know, slight deviation here and there, you never know, you get the outside edge. That's exactly what you want from your frontline bowler, as we see Mohamed Ilyas getting ready to bowl the third ball. In comes Mohamed. This is nicely played. It's going towards the deep square leg boundary. That's a glorious shot by Sunil Dhamal, and that's a fantastic 4 here. This is nicely done. All right, so that's the first boundary here for Sunil Dhamal.
You want to interview Sandeep? You want to interview?
Sure, I can do that. You want to do it now? No, you can. Yeah, I can do it. Okay. All right. Sure. All right, so Sunil Dhamal here getting his first boundary. He's batting on 9. That was a glorious flick shot away from the square leg fielder. Nepal. Went away towards the deep square leg boundary. Mohamed Ilyas running into bowl to Sunil Dhamal. This is full, and this is square driven. It's going towards the sweeper cover boundary for a couple of runs, I believe. The third man fielder giving the chase. And this is nicely done. In fact, they run 3. This is very good running by both the batters. And Nepal are 26 for 1, 6.4 overs. After a couple of balls, we'll have a short interview with Sandeep Lamishan, the Nepal captain. All right, Mohamed Ilyas coming in. 5th ball of his 4th over. He's bowling from the forest end. And it's Dave on strike. Oh, that was well bowled. That ball kicked up, and lucky for Dave not to get the outside edge. That was very nicely done by Mohamed. That's a beautiful ball. The ball jumped a bit. Dave himself being a tall batter, still the ball kicked up. That's good ball. Final ball of the 7th over coming up over here for Nepal. They are 26 for 1. Sunil Dhamal batting on 12 of 12 balls with 1 boundary, and Dave Khanal at the other end. He's batting on 11 with 2 boundaries. Beg your pardon, it's Sunil Dhamala, though the cricket clubs says Dhamal. Final ball of the 7th. That is nicely played off the back foot towards point. That's the end of the 7th over. In fact, it's a no ball. So it's going to be a free hit here for Dev. Not quite what Ilyas would have wanted. He's already given away one boundary in this over and probably overstepping over here, which means it's a free hit of the final ball of the 7th over. Nepal are 27 for 1. Dev Khanal on strike. In comes Mohammad Ilyas, free hit. This is brilliantly played towards the extra cover boundary. That's a glorious shot by Dev. And that's 4 runs for him, making full use of the free hit. And that's the end of the 7th over. And Nepal are 31 for 1. And now I would like to welcome the Nepal captain, Sandeep Lamishen, for a small interview with us. It is our pleasure to have him here. Welcome, Sandeep. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
So Sandeep, overall, to start with, just wanted to see, you are here playing for Nepal and these games that are happening. Just your experience so far in the last few days, if you can share your thoughts.
Yeah, we were pretty excited to come down to USA, and it's been great hospitality we've got here. Good decent amount of grounds here. Plenty of big grounds as well. Actually, we unfortunately lost the last game against Nepali All Stars, but quite a lot of positive things moving around. And if you see the game today, it's been going really good today. So yeah, looking positive sides and looking forward to the rest of the game.
So Sandeep, I know you mentioned you lost the last game, but it was a top-class spell from you personally. The 5 wickets that you took, it was a treat to watch for everyone here in Houston. Coming to the games, how do you see the Nepal team shaping up for the big games coming up at the Musa Stadium in the next few days?
See, it's always been a challenging, whenever any team comes to USA because of, some different atmosphere, what we get in subcontinentals.
Mm-hmm.
But, it was very, very early to say about our batting. We didn't get what we wanted in the first game. But, you see now the boys are shaping well and getting the most of the opportunities they are getting right now. And hopefully, there's a lot of positive to talk about, like the way Dev is batting right now, and Dhamla is also helping him from the other end. Unfortunately, Kushal missed out, early, so it's been roller coaster of journey so far. But we've been spending a lot of days in USA. Boys are shaping well.
Thank you for those thoughts. One more question from my end is just overall the sort of interest you have seen so far with cricket in US. I know you've just recently probably come here to Houston, but the overall vibe that you see for USA, the cricket setup, the sport in general. You having played obviously the IPL and the other leagues across the globe. What sort of experience do you see and what sort of opportunities you see for USA cricket overall in general, with respect to the games that are happening not just here in Houston, but I'm sure you have heard about the other grounds across US where the games are going on. I'll get your thoughts on that after this ball, as the first ball of the 8th over is coming up. Rashid, this one was full and this is played towards deep square leg. Not quite a no ball. Well, that's 1 run there for Sunil Dhamala. Yes, so Sandeep, I just wanted to know, in general, your experience and what do you think about cricket in US?
Cricket in US, I guess it's been increasing and getting popular day by day. The one of the emerging sports been getting here in USA, but the amount of facilities, the sports management and everything USA is getting right now, I guess it's not far. USA will be one of the top nations playing cricket across the world, and now they are in the World Cup as well, in T20 World Cup. So I think these small opportunities, and now see World Cup itself a big achievement for every team, but now USA is getting there, and small opportunities, I think they're definitely going to make the most out of it. And it's itself a big news for all the other associate nation as well. If some other associate nation does well against any top class test playing nation, it's itself a big achievement for all the rest of the nations as well. USA getting all these facilities, I see a bright future for them.
That's great to know. Also would like to get your thoughts on the first edition of the minor league which took place in 2021. I believe you may have followed it a little bit when it was going on. I'll get your thoughts on that after this ball, as Rashid comes in. That ball kicked a bit, played on the back foot nicely by Khanal. It's a dot ball. But so Sandeep, I just wanted to know, like, if you had followed the minor league edition last year, 27 teams across US played that. I mean, we had some international stars like Corey Anderson. Liam Plunkett was part of the coaching setup for Philadelphia. He's going to lead the team this year for Philly. So just the sort of players playing these leagues. I mean, the league that they played last year. What do you think of that? I mean, as with respect to opportunities that you mentioned for the US players, we'll get your thoughts on that. This is nicely flicked away. That's a glorious shot there by Connell, and this is going for four. It's towards the deep mid wicket boundary. Beautifully played by Dave Kannala, and this is nicely done by him. This is actually his fourth boundary. Okay, that's Dave Kannal, I beg your pardon. And this is his fourth boundary. He's on 19 of 28 now, and he's looking really good. Dave Kannal batting beautifully over here. Rashid coming in. Dave on strike. This is short, and it was actually down the leg side and rightly wide signal by the umpire. Yeah, Sandeep. So just your take on the minor league edition last year.
Oh, I was following a bit, a lot of good players coming across the world and playing in minor leagues, and it's a great thing, small opportunities I was talking about, even one few of our guys are playing in minor leagues, so it's a great thing, cricket is actually growing faster in USA, and with the help of minor leagues and all the owners of the teams, I think it's a great thing moving forward. And also, maybe, when you have to select the team or select the